71 GBs worth of recording. I have to clean this up, I guess. No issue with removing all of these. I have 71 GBs free. Alright, let me this back on. Can I hear myself? Testing. This back on. Yep, I can. Alright. Just gonna stream. Let me get my phone. And where did I put my phone? Alright, find my phone. Oh shoot, I have an update from someone. 1 second. YouTube. Hey, my phone is ready. Oh, hello, Prismarine. Give me a second, Prismarine. I'm currently looking at a report by my client. When you increase the subdivisions to a certain point, you start getting more subdivisions in the mesh versus subdivisions in the lattice, since lattice is hard kept. Once you surpass lattice subdivs, the lattice can be bends between the vertices between the lattice points will be straight. If you have surpassed the lattice subdivs, the vertices between the lattice points will be straight, as there is no lattice point for it to, as it will take the average of the two nearest lattice points, which is linear, so results straight line. If you surpass the lattice subdivisions, the vertices between the lattice points will be straight, etc. Which is linear math, so it's just fine. The only solution is that is that only for, can't see this properly. Let me switch up orientation, flip my phone upside down. That only for me, but I can only see. Oh no, it's okay. I'm just chatting on Discord. Give me a second. I'm just talking to someone. The only solution, only realistic solution, is to max out the lattice subdivs. to the point where. All right, which can be done. But I think it's a bit better that you give me a guesstimate for how long you would feasibly stretch and tweak the arm. That way, if I require more lattices, I can do that to accommodate the extreme poses. Because if what's the point? Yeah, there we go. All right, so that's done. Hello, Prismarine. Welcome to the stream. I think a lot of people are on the stream, but I was just talking to my client about the rig yesterday. I think he liked it a lot. There was just one small issue, uh, and I'll fix it. I'll fix it a little later. So, hello everyone. Today we're going to be doing some animation. We're back to the animation grind. I'm going to continue with Flower Storm, and we're going to start. We're going to start with the ending scene, which is this one right here. Just turn this on. I should probably turn off the compositor as well. We're actually pretty laggy now that I see this. Which I don't like a lot. But I don't think there's anything I can do about it. Is there? Yeah, because my simplify is already on. So we're gonna have to just deal with this. I'm going to start with. Yeah, it's still lagging. How bad did I model Suno? Because this is very laggy and I should not be lagging this hard. I guess it's just materials. Yeah, if it's just materials, we'll be fine. So I'll start off with this one. Okay, so let's just focus on. Well, I also have to do the cloak actually. For now, let's ignore the cloak animation and just focus on Suno's animation. Right, so we're gonna focus 1038 till 1102. Okay, and I will turn off simplify so everything is smoother here. See what's happening. So, just a quick scrub through the timeline. I don't like how slow this second portion is, and also the camera moves. The camera moves even when the characters are not moving, which is not good for me. So I need to make sure I fix that, or not fix that, but just account for that. Okay, so here we're just going to make it constant. Actually, there's a bit of spin. Yeah, there's a tiny bit of spin as well. I need to make sure that is accounted for as well. And then we just put this as constant. Much better. Okay, so now it's slightly less. Hello, entertainer. Welcome to the stream. I'm doing quite well. Took a nice shower. I'm feeling very fresh and excited to animate once again. Right now I'm working on the Flower Storm collaboration. It is officially over, but we still have a lot of leftover scenes, so I'll be doing all of those leftover scenes myself. And hopefully we can get it done uh, in a good amount of time. Okay, here's an issue. Move this down. Okay, so I don't see any issues. I really have to see it with this so I can see the outlines of the meshes, because this is really difficult to see here. This is fine. I think the only thing I need to change really is just I need to add some animation to her dress. But I don't have the dress on at the moment. Let me go and do cloak. Nope, not cloak. Extras. But how did I animate this again? I completely forgot how I animated this. We have points for those, don't we? Body tweaks? No. No. Extra? There we go. Okay, so we have the extra points. So these are the ones I want to animate. So we're gonna just go in here. Oh, good morning, Gplay. Welcome to the stream. So we're gonna start. Well, let's start from the beginning, and we're gonna animate. Press. All right. So here, wind is coming in from that direction. Oops, can't see that because I have set 0. So we have wind coming in from this direction because we're approaching this direction. So her dress will flap naturally in this direction until she hits the ground. So we're gonna start off with that. Make sure everything is in the right mode. It's constant. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here, because it's out of the frame, doesn't really matter. Is her feet okay here? What's wrong with her feet here? It's all right. I'm gonna do this. Where is the... Am I pinned? No, I'm not. Oh wait, I forgot. This is the old. This is the old rig. Alright, we're just gonna assign boots here. And we're gonna move you. Oops, sorry. Y, we're gonna move it over. Maybe a little bit below as well. Y, and we're gonna move here. Sign. Oh, come on, are you serious? Huh? Where the hell are you? Best positioned. There we go. Much better. All right. I might actually remove this. Yeah, I'm gonna remove this. Put a mirror modifier here, and don't lie. Duplicate as leg.r_r. Here we go. 1. L.L. L.R. Take everything, and then we just do L.L, L.R, boom. 100%. Move this. There we go. All good. Okay, what are we going to learn today, class? You're going to learn how to animate from me, or not exactly animate. We're going to do some tweaking. Doing some tweaking. We're gonna go into extras only. Whoa, what are you doing? Okay, problem with this. Let's go all the way back. Oh, not you, sorry. Messed stuff up. Accidentally broke the rig. Let's go back here. Okay. There's an issue. Yeah, you're not following it. Excuse me, sir. Can you please follow the damn mesh? Mirror has to be before. There we go. Okay, so it's all good now. I'm just gonna delete this. Okay, now that we have this, we can go back into extras and let's continue animating this. So now that we've touched the ground, go like this instead. You need a tiny bit of movement just to show that there's like a little bit of, you know, animation here. One. In this point, I need the legs to actually move up. So take this off for now. You are. I need the legs to go up here. So keyframe, move this up. Then here, go back down to whatever position it was in. In fact, we need to move it even further below actually, just so that it touches the ground. It has to stay in contact. Here as well. But we don't really have enough leg to go down. It's a little annoying. So you have to go all the way down here, but then you kind of reveal the gap between her. You know what? That's okay because I can hide that gap using this. Yeah, there we go. That's why I have these controllers. Okay, nice. Okay, this part is fine. Now let's do a little bit of correction because here kind of goes into the mesh. So I need to go outwards again. Okay. There we go. Okay. By the way, thanks for the feedback. It really improved my animation. Unfortunately, I can't send it today, but I can already see an improvement. That's great to hear. That's great to hear. It's all right. Whenever you can send it, I would love to see what it looks like now. Down. Make sure it does not intersect because you want to avoid intersections as much as possible. And this is just frame by frame animation, so it's gonna take a while, and I don't mind. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we needed to go back here. And right now, I'm only focusing on the front because we have to. I like to focus one at a time. Here, so we're actually a little bit high on the high side. Need to go a little bit lower. Yeah, because here we don't see that, but here we do see it. Just need to lower this a little bit so that, yeah, so now it kind of matches. Okay, this one does. I don't think we need maybe just like a tiny shift. Just a tiny shift here. Make sure there's no clipping. And here, change this a little bit up, a little bit higher because we have clipping here. Might be better if we guess this one. Twist you. Yeah, okay. Twist going. And then here, move it up a little bit. And then I don't really need to do much more animation. It's fine. That's where I need to do animation, all right? So this is fine. This is where we have to start animating again, here. So this is a little complicated, but we can break this down into simple motion. Leg is going up, meaning this has to drag against the leg. That is step one. We're gonna do. There's also so much bones here, so let me just make it so that we can only see this bone. This includes this guy. I only want to see this bone, and I also remove the hair bone as well. So, oh, sorry, that wasn't the hair bones. This was the hair bones. Okay, so now we can only see these bones. I want to do a bit of coloring here because I actually can't tell the difference. So middle bone will be colored if you put display. So we're just going to color these guys orange. The ones on the right side, we're going to color green. And the ones on the corner, this one specifically, we will color white. And this one, we will color yellow. These two will be blue. Oops. Uh-oh. I accidentally hit this one. This one will be blue. So now I can tell which bone is which. So just from now, yellow is the one closest to me, white is the one farthest away, blue is the left, green is the right, red is the center. So now that we've known that, we can now move this around. I've become a fan of your series. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you very much for enjoying the series. It's currently on hiatus because there's the last episode or part is going to be really, you can say, going to be quite long. It's going to be 10 minutes long. So yeah. Do you plan on localizing it for other languages? I can help you with localization from Brazil. That could be an idea because I am not planning on doing, voice acting. I'm planning on just using subtitles to do, to do dialogue. But hopefully, I would also make it so that you don't really need to understand what they're saying to get the story. But if you want, I could. I guess it's not possible for the first. Wait, let me just quickly check. Let me just check TM Lanner with the video. I need to know if the subtitles are on the video or if they are. Let's go back. Okay, it's perfect. So the subtitles are on like the YouTube subtitles, right? Which is great because that means I can just give you guys the subtitle files and you can translate it for me. So yeah, that's totally. I'm totally down for that. 100%. I'll have to gather up all the subtitle files. I don't think I remember where they are, but I think YouTube has them saved in so I can download them. But yeah, I would appreciate it if you guys could do that. That would be very nice. All right, let's go back into this. Yeah, actually, I do want a little bit of animation here because we had her body strike here. Now, here's a little bit of complex clothing mechanics. When you bend your your torso forward, your clothes usually drag up and follow. So I'm gonna do that in this case. Go. Yes, but I'm referring specifically to the subtitles. However, since I'm just, I could localize them for you. Yeah, exactly. The subtitles. I definitely would like to have the subtitles be in other languages as well. Because I very much dislike the YouTube subtitle system. It's really bad. Okay. And then here, before, okay. Oh. Yeah, it's a little fast actually. So take the red, like here. See? Okay, and then now we start moving with this one. This moves a big portion of it actually. Okay, what's up? Yeah. I can translate it to Russian and Ukrainian, but I think it's better to only Russian. All right. Here, this. Oops, a little much. And okay, here we have a clipping issue, so I have to position this perfectly so we don't see them. Actually, why does that happen? It seems to only happen on the right side, probably because there's not enough supplement. If one, this is like this. Oh, this one does not have subdivisions. I see, I see. There we go. Now it's no longer an issue. Okay, let's go with this. Please. Okay, save this. And this is too fast. Lower this. And then we move it up. There we go. There we go. Very nice, very nice. I thought the whole idea behind the series was really cool. I had to rewatch the fight scenes more than once. I see. I do have one issue with the series currently, and it's I'm currently a really bad writer, or not writer, but like when you're transferring a story from paper into an animation, a lot of things have to be dropped, and a lot of things have to be changed because of the medium, right? Because if you're writing a story on paper, as a book, a lot of things can be said on the paper. So like if someone is feeling a certain way or if he's thinking a certain thing, you can literally write it down and the people who read the book will understand. But in animation, it's a lot different. The only time the character speaks is when he opens his mouth, right? And so things like emotions have to be shown through the character's body language and facial expressions. Now that's not too difficult, but the more emotion you have to show, the more emotions you have to animate. And that becomes very tedious, especially if you're one guy animating a 1 hour film, right? So a lot of things have to get dropped, and that's really annoying, right? So a lot of the nuance does get lost in animation compared to the like, if I wrote the story as a book, right? And the problem I have actually is I didn't actually write the story as a book. This is all coming in from like my memory, which is really, really bad. I should be like writing this down first before it becomes an animation so that I am able to, make it understandable, you could say. Because a lot of people have been telling me that the animation's cool, but they don't really follow the story because they don't really understand anything. And that makes a lot of sense to me because I didn't exactly explain very well. But yeah, so I'm gonna have to work on that as well. This Again, I see this. Oh, this has to go a little bit faster. Hey. Yeah, but I mean in general, in those animations that are more like sneak peeks, I can sense that in the series overall. Yeah, I'm trying to actually figure out a way because people have been telling me that if I'm not going to do voice acting anyway, I should design my series so that I don't need any dialogue at all. And I like the idea of that. I actually really like the idea of that. I have this. I have one idea because I have a friend who really likes to, role play because he plays Dungeons and Dragons. He likes to role play, sing, and stuff like that. So he does have a really nice voice. I do think I could try go for a style of animation where we have a narrator telling a story, right? So I have one voice actor, my friend, and he's gonna voice act the whole series. It's not gonna be fully like he's not gonna be speaking for every single scene. It's most likely just like to add some context. He'll be there to explain things, and then the rest of it will just be character acting and body language without no lip sync. Maybe there'll be facial expressions, but there's no lip sync, no dialogue. No one will actually be speaking. I think that's a great idea, and I have seen a few examples of it. I just don't remember where it was. So I might go and search up for if you guys also know, I don't know, films or shows where we have a narrator narrating things and the characters don't say anything. I would love to see them to get some inspiration for that. All right. Anyway, so we have finished the clothing animation now. I think it's pretty good. One thing I want to change here is you. It looks like you're wearing shorts. Here we go. Yeah, I'm gonna ask people. I'm gonna ask for the entertainer team. Guys, does anybody know of any film, movie, any sort of media where we have one, we have a narrator but no dialogue? Thinking of branching out into a form of storytelling without any character speaking, but the narrator will, from time to time, describe what's happening. Games also work. Thing, similar examples that I know of are Stanley Parable, but that has dialogue where they are speaking to the player slash Stanley Uh, there were a number or two had a similar style. Right, let's see if anybody knows anything. Okay, this is okay. I mean, we're gonna do some hair animations, I think, for this. Oh, actually forgot. I need to double check, guys. Sorry, but I was actually waiting for a esports match. Let's see if it starts yet. DFM versus Paper X is happening right now. Mm. Oh, it is happening. Okay, so I'm gonna pause there so I can watch it later. Let's go back to the animation. Okay, here we have the hair actually stop right here, which is bad because we have one more frame where the hair should be moving in. So I'm going to uh we'll quickly do that because we're supposed to stop at 1102, 1102, right? We're only going to be working on this area for now. So anyway, let's focus on one strand at a time. Let's focus on this strand specifically. Notice how it is swinging. It is swinging in this direction, right? So it swung and then it stopped swinging. I think this could be a little bit more pronounced. And we can rotate this like this a bit. Okay. And then here it goes back too fast. So we're going to have to slow it down a little. Rotate this a bit more. And here, keep on rotating it. And then here, that would allow us to keep on swinging here so we don't lose momentum. Okay, and then now we're just going to keep on doing that same thing for different strands of hair. Let's work on this one next. Right, so it goes, oh no, this one specifically, right? The one closer to the camera. Ooh, I also want to actually disable the camera motion. Ooh, oh yeah, so I on disable the camera motion, disable the camera shake. For now anyway. So I can focus on the motion paths here. Yeah, I think the idea is really cool. I like the series overall, though. Thank you very much. Planning on making a book so that it's a bit more, it makes a lot more sense. And also for people who want to read more about it, I think it would be pretty nice. Okay, here's an issue. It goes down to still go here. And this is too fast. We're going to rotate like this. And this is also too much, so we make it like this. This is again, a little fast. And also it's not going in an arc. Notice how this is moving. It's moving straight like this. I want it to go like this, right? So that would also mean we want to make this go up higher. Or maybe I go like this instead. I do think that we are moving a little faster. It's okay if I just do this. Next, we're going to work on this one. Two. It's a little difficult. Yeah, I'm not going to work on that. It's okay. 1, 2, 3. 3. 3. 2. It's a little bit of both. A little much, I think. And also, the body does also stops moving. It's a little annoying. Yep, that's much better. And because the body stops moving, I would like to make it start move as well. So we can turn this off now and work on this. So where do you, so it goes in, just a tiny bit of, and it should be fine. Very cool. I say this also because I was really immersed in everything, but it all ended very quickly right after that. I see. It was actually all supposed to be one episode, you know, not part one, part two, part three, but because it was taking so long, it almost took 2 years to get to that point. I was like, I think it's better if I upload it as part one, part two, part three, so I can get, like, you know, feedback from people, so that the later parts can be better. And also, if I waited until, you know, the latest part, which is part four, to be finished, it would probably be out. It'll be uploaded next in the next 2 years. You know, it's quite a long time. It's a big problem. Okay, I think this is pretty good. I'm going to re-enable all of this. I'm also going to delete this keyframe. Oh, if you're interested in actually seeing the next part, the final part, do let me. I can actually show you a behind the scenes of what it's going to be like. And you can also see from the Discord server, but you know, I can show it to you here as well if you want. Okay, now next up is the cloak, and this is the annoying part because it kind of goes everywhere. Once again, hide you. I'm gonna hide the hair again because I'm not gonna use the hair anymore. And here we're just going to look at the cloak. So we have no animation for this at the moment. So I'm just gonna. This one is fine. Ooh, it's not fine actually. This doesn't look very nice, but it's okay. Yeah, you can kind of see it flapping around, which is not something I want. So here it's over here, but then here it flaps downwards, which I don't want. Or actually, what I want to do is I want to make it so that it. Ugh, this one's even worse. Like this, right? That's what I want. And here it goes, it's slowly going outwards. Here, fully out. There we go. There's a bit of animation here, which I don't want. Move this here so that it's, yeah, back once. Okay, now we have to do the hard part, which is this one. This is fine. Okay, I remember, right, that I actually put a transformation constraint on all of these. I might actually remove it because it's much, at this point for me, I would rather have I would much rather have all of them be controllable. I want to have control over every single piece at this point. So what I'm going to do here, also this says double, which is very annoying. So I'm just going to put a keyframe on all of the transformation constraints. You do not have any, which is perfect. The action constraints. All right. Okay. And then in the very next one, which is literally just this one, right? I'm just gonna disable. Okay, so now none of these should have, which is perfect. I accept seeing spoilers, teacher. Okay, he wants to see spoilers, guys. All right, let us go show him the first few seconds, or the first minute maybe, of part 4. Let's go. UZZ, no, elements. Laptop. Oh no, it's not there. What is it? It's animation stuff. The Withering Project, episode 1, blend files. Final scene, scene 6.1. Right, so just he gets to see the first minute, which I actually streamed already, so you can also see it in a previous stream, but I'll show it to you here. You have everything here. I don't know why that's lagging, so let's try that again. All right, and that is the first 1 minute and 30 seconds of part 4. I have more. Let me just see how far we are. I think we're at 4 minutes, if I'm not wrong. 6.4. See where this is. Also give you a sneak peek of this one. This is 5. We are. Yeah, we have 4 minutes and 30 seconds of like blocking animation here. Happening here. I put the characters in. We're local. Here's this is where we are currently. Yeah, everything in the back. So yeah, this is where we are currently at. And it's supposed to go, according to my calculations, because I timed this with the music, it's supposed to go all the way here. Or not there, here. 8 minutes, right? So it originally was 10, I cut down a little bit. You know, because it's a little crazy that I have it 10 minutes. But yeah, basically halfway done, but we haven't done all the worlds yet. We haven't done lighting. Animation is still only in the blocking stage. I'm thinking of keeping it at the blocking stage, or at least blocking plus, so it's a little easier to animate, you know? But yeah, that's what we have. Anyway, back to the animation at hand. So, oh, I forgot you as well. I want to remove that, but you guys still. Oh, okay, I have to go one by one then. That's a little annoying. And this one goes kind of double. Okay. So let's fix this out in the camera view. Okay, so this is the one we're looking at. 2. So I'm gonna make it so that these guys are reflections of each other. And I will do this. Barely see it, but it's fine. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, and let me just see this again. I see some issues here. What's this one exactly? That's okay. Here's an issue. This one can't be mirrored because it is also following the. Okay, well, first of all, it's following this. Oh, it's not. Oh yeah, for it. It's, obviously, it's following arm. I forgot about the arm. Right. Take this up. Okay. It's up a little bit. One. Drop it down. Not too much though. Here, 1, 2. It's gonna reset everything's all the positions and then correct in the middle. Here, 3. It's back. Turn on the X. They go in the opposite directions anyway, so it doesn't work. One, two, three. This is fine. Slightly, it's fine. 1, 2. Okay, and then you kind of glitch out there some positions. Okay, oh my god, I did such a terrible job rigging this thing, bro. Oh my god. Alright. Okay. Outwards. 3, 3. Yes, 1, 2, 3. Oh, 1, 2. 2, 3. 3. 1, 2, 3. What's wrong with me? I am very confused as to why you are like that. I'm gonna just rotate this here, I guess, right? So that's what you want me to do. It's kind of buggy. Okay, since we can't see this one, I'm just gonna position it so that it doesn't mess up with anything. Okay, this is fine. 1, 2. You're messing up with something. Move you this to. There we go. And then I have to add, the wobbly, wavy things.
Oh, another thing I think would be good if you translate the series, especially for people from other countries who would likely want to watch it simply because they like the animation. What I mean is, maybe people are, maybe people are interested in the series but don't really understand what they're saying.
Yeah. Currently, you can just translate via Google with like the YouTube subtitles thing. Also, hi Scepter, welcome to the stream. It's been a while. How have you been doing? All right, so because I use subtitles and I'm not going to use voice actors, I don't really need to have someone voice act or dub it in a different language. I can just either use AI to translate my subtitles, which it can do now pretty easily, or I can get one of you guys to help me out. You are actually just gone. What the hell? He is. This guy has no more control. Like, look at this. What the hell is this? Oh my god. I'm gonna move you back. You know what? Come on. Like this, and I have to flip you here, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay, now we're back. God damn, why? Oh, I suck at rigging. It's been good. What about you? I'm doing good too. Doing good too. Been back at the animation grind now that I'm back. What the hell is this? Why are you like this? Why are you so problematic? Can we turn off the subdivision, honestly? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna move you all the way. There we go. This is like much better. Solidify as well will be after subdivisions. Okay, is this just better? Maybe this is just better. Honestly, this is just better. Screw that. I'm not gonna subdivide before rig. Wait, one. Where the hell are you going? Why do you flip all the way over there? That makes no sense. Whatever. Well, I know where you're supposed to be, so this. This is the problem when you don't know how to properly rig. Wait, and look to what the hell you went. You went somewhere completely different. Wait, this, with this to follow, and then everything kind of just 1, 2, 3 goes down. Okay. So everything has to be below the hair. There we go. As long as everything is below the hair, everything goes. I think using AI might be a bad idea, though. I do think finding voice actors can be very complicated. Oh no, I'm not. Again, just to reiterate, I'm not going to be using voice actors at all unless I do this narrator thing. When I say AI, I mean like AI translations, which I think is incredible. AI is so useful for translating. I dislike using AI for like technical things like maths, doing your homework stuff, and video generation. But when you're using AI for literature, like writing emails, making reports, and translating is so good. Because I was in Indonesia, right, and I could barely speak the language. So if I wanted to make a formal letter talking to my like mentor, asking for like I would like help on this. I can speak in Indonesian, but it's like really informal Indonesian, right? So it's like the kind of Indonesian you speak with your friends, right? So I couldn't do any of that. So what I did was like, hey, ChatGPT, here's the sentence I want to ask in English. Can you translate it to formal Indonesian? And it did, and I sent it, and then I got what I wanted, right? So AI is really good for literature purposes, or sorry, writing purposes. It's not. I do not use. I don't think AI is very good at creative things, like making stories and stuff. That's not. Yeah. I think going for something generative is good, but for important things, it might be kind of bad. I actually think the opposite. Generative AI is kind of doo doo. It's also bad for you because you start losing creative skills. Doing it for other things like making emails and translating is amazing. Like I read a whole book that was not in a language I understood by translating it with AI, and it worked so well. Yeah, I dislike generative AI because it takes out the fun. Well, generative AI has their own fun as well, right? Sometimes if you can't draw at all, then I guess it's a little fun to pretend you can draw. But yeah, uh, that this there we go. Okay, are we done here? Yeah. Okay, we got it. I've been using a bit of AI to explain technical or some math stuff when there's barely anything, and I've looked for 215 years. I can't find a simpler explanation on a specific topic. You mentioned math. Do tell me what this topic is about, because now I'm very curious. Math is actually one of the things I don't trust AI at all. I will not let AI do any of my math. If I need a quick calculation, I will use a calculator or Wolfram Alpha. When I say generative, I mean things like putting together a script, quickly removing the background from an image, or simply enhancing the image quality. Okay, then that's not necessarily generative AI, I'd say. Because generative AI is just making things from scratch, right? So that would be like, what exactly is that? Yo, Voronoi diagrams and Delaunay triangulation. I don't know what Delaunay triangulation is, but I do know Voronoi diagrams. Delaunay triangulation. What's this? The discrete point. Okay, I heard the word discrete, and I already do not like this. Set in P in general position corresponds to a dual graph of the Voronoi. Okay, so it is a Voronoi diagram. Okay, so it's related to Voronics. Oh, interesting. Delaunay triangulation is a method in computational geometry that divides a set of points into triangles such that no point is inside the circumference of any triangle, maximizing the minimum angle of the triangle's form. This technique is used for various applications. Oh, is this like the triangulate feature? Like, is this like the triangulate? Yeah, is it? I'm assuming it's related to this function, right? Where you try and turn everything into triangles. Oh well, I can't get it to work here, but it sounds interesting. I guess there wouldn't be much stuff on this. Wait, but here's the thing, right? Here's the thing though. If you can't find it online, how would AI? Well, I guess AI is just a better searcher than you, right? Because AI is based on stuff online. So if you can't find it online, then the AI probably wouldn't know what to do with it. When it comes to like those kind of things where you're researching a topic, I like to use AI as my Google search. So I ask AI, find me a bunch of journals relating to this topic, and it will do that, and then I'll do the skimming through. Because that's just how I was taught in university. The hell? Okay, watch this, boys. Okay, here we have to do a bit of. It's a little fast, very fast actually. Holy. Also, it's in the wrong one. Go down quickly.
Yeah, I saw some people saying the things I mentioned were things generated by AI, but I don't know. Yeah, it's very very annoying when you're in a conversation with someone and then you ask them a question and they ask AI and it's like, bro, I asked you. I want your opinion, not AI's opinion. Sometimes I'll ask. I like to talk about random facts because I'm a sciencey guy, and so I'll talk about random facts and I'm thinking why, right? And then uh like okay, here's the thing, like when you have a fever, right? A fever is something that your body does usually to help fend off and kill the bacteria in your body because of the higher temperatures, right? But then sometimes, people would use a cold compress to remove your fever, which is doing the exact opposite of what your body wants to do, right? So I was asking a friend why, and then he just looked at AI and it's like, oh, AI says this, and I was like, well, yeah, but AI is susceptible to human bias because it's based off everything on the internet, right? And I would like the truth, you know. Sometimes the truth isn't with AI. It's really annoying because I can't have like conversations anymore because everybody just goes into AI. And guys, I want you guys to think. I want your professional opinion and not AI slop. But yeah, that's my issue with AI. Well, it can reword things to be simple. I was up till 3 months trying to learn about it, but then I used AI and some Wikipedia. It can reword things to be more simpler. Is that yeah? Again, that's what I'm saying. AI is amazing for literature purposes or like literature and writing purposes. If you have the information, AI can format it. He can rewrite it into like 7 different ways that all look professional but still mean the same thing, and that's amazing. That's what I use AI for. AI is my AI is my editor, right? But again, I have to be the one doing all the research because I don't trust this machine, you know, to do my bidding. Okay, here's one issue. We're going to smooth this curve a little bit. Also, I'm just gonna move this up because I need to show that this one specifically is going up and not the rest. There we go. A little bit slower. This is actually, I feel like this part is a little delayed. So we're gonna take you down. This. There we go. Nice. Okay. Trying to figure out how to find the nearest neighbor in a Voronoi diagram, and I really don't want to do it brute force. That is a realm of mathematics that not uh I'm not deep into, sadly. Sounds interesting though. Do tell me when you find out a formula or a function that's able to get you that. Okay, so we have this, but it stops moving, right? So we need to 1, 2, 3. Okay, and this will be the last thing we do because I need to go and watch this match. Paperec versus DFM. Okay, issue you move away so I can actually see this strand. 2, 3. 3.
Three. Two. Okay. Nice. We got it.
Yeah, I think people kind of wreck their brains with AI. Like they start thinking they can use it for everything and abandon the simple creativity they can do. I mean, your bin is already an excellent database. It is an excellent database. AI is just your library. You can ask it for simple information, but if you're gonna learn, you gotta learn yourself. Anyway, with that being said, I'm actually done with the animation now. Nice. This is pretty much everything I wanted to do today. It was just to do this snippet because I want to, slowly get back into it. I haven't animated in a while, so I want to slowly get back into the mood. There's been quite a lot of rigging. Let's check it out here. Another day we'll be continuing with this one right here. All right, and then eventually we'll finish the whole thing. Yeah. Okay. I think that's it because I actually do really want to see this match. So if there's nothing else, I'm going to be ending the stream here. So it's a really short stream, 1 hour stream, but got stuff to do. So I probably will be streaming again tomorrow, right? Tomorrow's a Saturday, 25th. I should be fine. My appointment's on the 29th. So yeah, thank you all for joining me today, and I'll see you again tomorrow, hopefully. Maybe a little earlier tomorrow. But yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.